What's happening, my people? Frankly Uber here, back once again with another video. And sorry, I'm just moving out of the sun because it's a really bright morning today. Well, today is Saturday, and yeah, as you saw, I've had another video recently released, and yeah, I hope all is well. I hope your families are well. Hope business is doing good for you guys. Uber haven't made an official announcement publicly in relation to what they're planning on doing, but anyway, I shall keep you posted on that. But today we're going to talk about Smartzi and the advantages of joining Smartzi. Okay guys, so Smartzi. Now everyone must have saw the video I released a week ago, I think it was, or a few days ago, in relation to Smartzi. Now, Smartzi is a new app. Again, it's similar to Uber in that respect, where passengers can request you on demand. And I mean, I think it's brilliant because Uber needs competition. Uber have been too big for their boots here in the UK, and I think they need competition. Now, the common pushbacks I'm getting about Smartzi is the fact that they're small, there's not enough advertising going on or promotions or anything. What people need to realise is that you need to start from somewhere. It's not just about, you're going to be as big as Uber and start advertising the way Uber does. It doesn't work like that, guys. These startups, these app startups, they have very limited budgets. Therefore, they rely on drivers. They can rely on drivers to actually go out there and promote for them. If drivers want an additional business, then it's in the driver's best interests to help promote this. Now, I, for one, I totally back Smartzi. I am talking to my passengers. I'm talking to as many drivers as I can in relation to this. Again, the common pushbacks is that obviously there's not enough business. There's not enough customers. Well, there's no point launching if there's no drivers on board. So, Smartzi's main priority right now is to get as many drivers on board as possible. And there's not to say that you can't work Smartzi and Uber side by side. You can do that, absolutely can do that. If anything, you have now, broadened your horizon. You have given yourself two platforms now to work off, as opposed to just relying on the one. Uber will always be the king and always be the big daddy so long as it's still around, but at least there's an alternative. So like it is in the States, where Uber's competition is Lyft, but then you've also got Via, you've also got Juno. I'm not sure if these are still around, Via and Juno, and I'm not sure about Sidecar either, if that's still around as well. But certainly you got Lyft in the mix, and and they are literally direct competition for Uber in the States. They are head to head. So I mean, and hopefully Smartzi will be in the same boat here in the UK, and hopefully spread out across the world. There's so many plus factors with Smartzi that Uber doesn't have, but also there's also features that Uber have that Smartzi doesn't have. For example, with one feature that sticks out most, and this is what I keep pushing to the drivers, is the fact that you can actually have your own customers. Your own customers can request you, rather than going to any random driver. They can request you. If you're available, they can just request you. And obviously, because our job is all about rapport building. At the end of the day, we get to know our customers. We build relationships with our customers. I mean, that's as far as that's how I do it. I build a relationship with my customers. It's not just the fact that they sit down, ride in my car and then drop them off. No, that's not the case for me. I try to take it another level and try to build some decent rapport with them. And it's people are really, the people I've spoken to have been really accepting towards it. They've said, oh, that's a really great idea. Because that already eliminates the safety aspect of things. Also, Smartzi are only charging £1 commission. So for every trip that we take, Smartzi take £1. So it doesn't matter if the trip costs £50 or the trip costs £100. Smartzi would only take £1 off that trip as their commission. So again, that beats the fact that obviously with Uber we're paying 20 to 25%. Absolute madness. That is groundbreaking for me. And I said that a lot in my video when I first introduced Smartzi. Another feature that Smartzi have is the fact that you can see the passenger's destination. So before at least you know where you're going. You can plan ahead. If you can see the customer's destination, brilliant. Why I don't understand why Uber don't have. Well, I do understand why Uber don't have it, but they used to have it, and then they took the feature away. So and in America, although Uber doesn't have it, but Lyft have it. And Lyft seems to be doing fine. I don't understand why Uber's having such an issue with this sort of thing. But anyway, again, that's probably the reason why they're number one. They're getting less. They're more reliable in that respect. That drivers are not just going to cancel off the trip because it's a very short journey. So I get it. I get that point. And yeah, again, and what else? What other features does the Smartzi have over Uber? Well, again, you get to build your customer base. You got a preferred driver where they could see you if you're available and then book you. They can book you in advance as it goes. They can book you like up to I think it's about up to a month in advance. They can book you. So if they've got anything planned like a flight, for example, at least they can book you a month in advance. Imagine booking someone a month in advance. And also you can set your own rates with Smartzi. So, and I've heard the feedback in relation to the rates, that people could, there's going to be bidding wars basically. People are, drivers are just going to take the rates so low, and that for me that's stupidity. There has to be a boundary. We're all moaning here about the rates, and then you're going to suddenly, because you've got control of your rates, you're suddenly going to drop your rates lower than the market value. Why do that? Or the market price, should I say, not market value, but market price. Absolutely ridiculous if people are to do that. The market price is set on Smartzi at 1.7 per mile. But obviously you can reduce that or you can increase that. Now, I would suggest you keep it on par with Uber to remain competitive. Maybe add 10p there extra, but that 10p there, the customers are not going to really see that in terms of making much of an impact. I mean, the most important part for the customers, they get value for money, and the driver's reliable. So yeah, that's another feature. So you got those features. Obviously, the features that Smartzi doesn't have is they don't have the cancellation. If you want to cancel, if you already accepted the trip and you wish to cancel the trip, then you need to phone their offices and they'll cancel the job off for you. Waiting times haven't been defined yet, so Smartzi are going to be working on that. Airports, the airport thing hasn't been addressed neither. So how if we want to pick up from the airport, can we do that without having to go through the queuing system on the AVA with Uber? Or how does it work? How does the airport's rate work? Do we get reimbursed for our parking charges? Obviously, because if we're not going to wait with all the minions of Ubers there in the AVA, we're in Heathrow in AVA, we can just go straight to the car park. But will they reimburse us with the parking fee? Because obviously, a customer arrives at a certain time, and obviously there might be the waiting time needs to be defined as well. Because obviously if they're due to arrive at a certain time and they booked you for a certain time, then obviously if they go over that, then the time should be paid for. And there's other things that need to be addressed as well with Smartzi in relation to pickup times. If we're going to get charged, if we can charge customers for pickup and so forth. So, but I mean, this is work in progress. And I strongly believe that the features that I have already is groundbreaking and good enough as it is, and it can only get better. That £1 commission thing. That's that's huge. If you're taking majority of the profit, obviously that you're making from the job. You've paid Smartzi that £1, and after fuel and wear and tear in the car, you're actually making money. Right, guys, do sign up to Smartzi. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's Frankly Uber here, signing out. Oh, and details on Smartzi are down below and across the screen. Peace.